Well, welcome back. It's been a bumpy 2 weeks for Mamelodi Sundowns. Certainly not all that glitters is gold. First, they get dumped out of the Carling Knockout Final, and this is by Magesi FC. And then new debutants, Manyema Union, then also defeats them when it comes to the CAF Champions League. It sounds bad, ne?
Listen, I mean, if you look at it, if you look at the fact that Sundowns plays at a core Bafana Bafana, so somebody was saying Bafana Baji,
It feels like they lost also, because I said Baji. They didn't lose in the Champions League.
They didn't lose the game. They actually played a draw.
They drew.
But if you look at it at the end of the day, Sundowns made 6 changes to the team they played against Magesi over the weekend. They brought in some other players. Savendra he had gone back to Bolivia last year. Went back to Bolivia. He's come back into Sundowns this season. Had a match when he played in the Champions League. I don't think he really suited or played what you were expecting to do from a Mamelodi Sundowns point of view. Saleh's upfield is under pressure. Everybody's just going against Saleh to say, how did they pay 60 and some odd money for that man, 60 or some odd million for him? But I know maybe it's probably a situation of him adjusting.
They only cut him some slack. They only cut him some slack in that game where he was playing with Letlaku when Letlaku got the brace and he provided those goals.
He played assists for both those goals. But there's one chance he had in that game against Manyema where he should have just converted that, unable to do so, to get the ball to the goalkeeper. I still believe that, when you make 6 changes as a coach, it's a risk thing to do. Very risky to change, especially playing against a team that has not lost the game in 20. You're up against a team that has done well, a team that finished overall second in their league in DR Congo, because they've got 2 different leagues in DR Congo. Yeah, and also the fact that they came from Bafana and then didn't have a rest. Pirates had a rest before they played their game against CR Belouizdad. But Sundowns didn't have that rest. They eventually had to start, hit the ground running, and eventually play a game. So I think there's a difference between the 2 sides. But having said that as well, with the squad they have, I still believe they can still be able to take up anybody.
Orlando Pirates.
Every time Nkota scores, he scores a beautiful goal. Yeah. The coach did say that when he saw him the first time and he promoted him to the senior team, he knew there's something. He told him to play your way. They walked away with 3 points and they come back home. And the next game is up against Al Ahly.
That's going to be interesting. That is going to be so much interesting. But also, you look at Orlando Pirates and how they are. Do you believe that this is a new philosophy that they're tapping into how football was for South Africa back in the days, where we saw 19, 18-year-olds and you were excited to watch them?
There's a song I love by Tony Braxton, Spanish guitar.
Okay.
He's playing beautifully so
Keep
at
him.
the moment.
Keep him. Long he will stay. Long he will stay.